Hello, it's been a very long time since I've been on, at least it feels like it, on this booktube channel because I'm having a lot more fun on my other channel for some reason. But let's get into this face, hun. First with the foundation, Umaha Beauty. I got the foundation. So far it's holding up. In the heat, I don't know, maybe I need to do a better grip. But honey, this NYX grip primer, honey, is doing wonders. It is doing wonders. But here's the thing, it's an okay foundation, but the shade that I got, that I was shade matched with, according to the website, because it was the closest to 420, child, I should have went with a lighter shade if I known that it was going to oxidize. Now in the light it looks good, okay, it looks good, but when you in the white light, in the harsh light, I look like a Oopa Loopa straight up. But that's one black owned company. Another black owned company that's on my face. Let's start with like blush, contour, powder, and everything. I always, like, when I feel lazy and I don't want to go for any other powders and stuff, I always go for Juvia's Place. Now they do have like the bronze duo, which I do have, but like I was in the mood to reach out for it. But like mind you, this whole face was done like since, let's see, 2:50-ish in the morning. It is now close to 5 o'clock in the afternoon now because I was working early in the morning and I couldn't sleep, so I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do my makeup. But anyways, this is by far my favorite palette. Like, this palette, as you can tell, has been used okay. Like, I always use like these two shades for like around my perimeter or like to warm up my face. I use like the black and like this dark brown color for like my eyebrows and stuff. This middle shade, I always go for like a nice blush, and I always mix up like this orange or coral, whatever it is. Actually, this appears more coral. This one is definitely more orange, okay? But like, honey, like that orange looks so good on me. Like because of this palette, it got me into more like orange blush. Hence why I got the terracotta shade from Rare Beauty, but that's besides the point. And then if I want to highlight my brow area or like in a corner for any eye look, sometimes if I'm feeling lazy, yeah, these two are the ones. But like, love it. It's my go-to one to set. Oh, and a new recent palette that's brand new to me is Ace Beauté. If you're in the makeup community, Ace Beauté is a black-owned company as well, but recently some of the palettes, like the Tropics palette, so hard to get. The Tropical Vibes palette, so hard to get your hands on because it's always sold the hell out. Now, when I got this, I was about to go for the Oceanic one because they have a bundle where you can get this and the Oceanic, so you can have the greens and the blues. But to be honest with you, because when they first came out, I wasn't interested in anything but that Oceanic palette because at the time I wasn't, that into makeup. Well, I wasn't getting more into color, and that just, and I think at the time it came out when Tarte did that April Fool's prank, because like they did a blue palette and we thought that it was a real palette that they're gonna come out with, but turns out it was a fake one. And then Ace Beauté soon afterwards came out with that. Honey, we did it better, and like they since changed the formula. So I must say, look at this, honey. Oh, wait, hold up. There are so many makeup tutorials, but like, look at this. Like the shimmer, and I didn't even like use like like a wet mist or something, because like I mostly use, let's see, I use this shade Pickle and this shade Olive, and I end up using Mango as like my inner corner, and I use these two shimmers like National Park towards the outside, while I use Rainforest, this nice shimmer shade, towards like my inner corner right here, and then like start blending the shimmers together. There's like only two in here, and that's the part I like about this palette. There's only two shimmers, but very colorful mattes. Like, oh, actually, there's actually like a good three, because you have, I don't know how to say this. It's like this blue one right here. It's nice, but like, and let's get into the hair. I have yet to post a video yet on my other channel, but it took me like a good 3 days between work, taking care of my mom, and other shit, like, because my work schedule is hella crazy, so it's not as consistent as I want it to be. But like, it took me 3 long days, and I'm loving the Peekaboo color. Like, I'm obsessed with that color. I'm so glad I went with the complete deep purple, because like I was about to get the 1B one, but I was like, nah. But oops, sorry y'all. Jeez, sorry y'all. I was about to go for the deep purple 1B part, but I was like, honey, my hair is dark enough. I don't need that shit. I don't need that shit. And like the tassels, it was supposed to be an iridescent white pink shade, but as you can see on camera and in person, it's coming off blue and green, which I don't mind because it's giving me Maleficent, Beast Boy, who else? The Hulk vibes. And I don't mind, mostly Maleficent. So like, I'm so obsessed with it. Like, I kind of wish that I went longer because I used a 12-inch one and it took forever because I kept splitting it in half and half and half because like technically my afro, yeah, it looks like it's thick because, you know, it's an afro. Afros can be looking thick, but really my hair is thin. So there's that. My density is kind of low. So with that being said, let's continue on to what you're actually here for. Books. And the, I'm sorry, before we continue on with the books, the lip liner that I use is from Beauty Bakery, also black owned company, but honey, I don't know, it's because the liquid lipstick that I used is hella old. It was the shade S'mores. I abused that lipstick shade for a while when I couldn't find no other liquid lipstick, or I was too lazy to reach out for one. That was the one that I used, and that has been abused, used up, and left out there in the cold hot weather. Like, so the formula is all jacked up. I don't know if I should go get another one, but to be honest with you, I have other black owned companies with liquid lipsticks that I got that has, you know, that, you know, I can use as a liquid lipstick. So with that being said, as a liner, because, you know, best hack ever. But with that being said, that gotta go. But if you're willing to try the brand, go for it. But even then, it's kind of iffy because like sometimes it just peels out. It's a whole thing. But what you're actually here for, books. Okay, so these past few months, obviously I've been reading these past few months, but I haven't been doing no updates, no nothing. And I don't know how y'all do the whole midsummer and condense it down, because obviously from this video I like to talk. Okay, so y'all probably won't be getting know what I've been reading up to. You could just follow me on my Goodreads. Okay, but with that being said, I'm sorry, it's very hot up in here. With that being said, further, I'm gonna try to be more updated, maybe every 2 weeks with what I'm reading, like check in, like, hey, this is what I've been reading, how I feel about it. But will I make that goal? I don't know, because did I even make a video of my yearly goals for this year? I don't think so. I'll probably put it on my phone personally. But with that being said, even then, I didn't complete, like, I plan on reading 100 books. Nonfiction and classics are still a struggle bus for me. Surprisingly, I'm reading a little bit more horror. Like, I started a lot more horror, but like compared to like the other genres that I wanted to get to, I'm actually finishing that, so that's cool. Like Ghost Eater, 3-star. Then you have episode, I don't know if it's episode 13 or 13 stories. Either way, it's about a lady trapped in a house with some kind of ghost or spirit, and people think that she's crazy or something. It's whatever. It's a very short story, but you know, it's a short story. 3-star, but the atmosphere was there. So it's like I said, I'm tiptoeing into the horror genre. Okay, but this month, at least for July, I have 2 NetGalley books I need to get to, and I need to get to them fast because I need to reread the first book, and then so I can continue on with the second book. And then this one, I think, is the other one that is like the following week. Also doing a Tuesday is a debut. I'm not too sure. But for the most part, I'm really proud of myself. I'm really proud of myself because, like, I didn't check out that many books from NetGalley because, like, there was a lot, y'all. There was a lot that I wanted to get, but I was like, no. Be respectful to yourself and to the publishers. Like, so with that being said, I'm real proud of myself. I didn't, like, check out as many because I didn't think that was getting approved as most of them, but surprisingly, I did get approved for, like, that sequel, so I'm so excited. So that... or like those 2 books are like my top priority, especially since one of them is an anticipated read anyway, so I was so excited when I got it. Then library books, y'all, I'm horrible. Now, since I am a mood reader, it's a good thing I'll be saving money with these libraries, because like, honey, like, I hadn't reached my 99 book limit yet, but I'm getting close to it, because like every time I'm like such a bad mood reader. Like, most of it is like manga. Like, I would, like, you know, check out like the first 3 or 4 books in the manga to see if I like it or not before I continue. Best thing ever. But also, like, you know, since I'm trying to like check out books from the genres I wanted to get to, like horror, maybe things that are considered classics, you know, children's book, that I wanted to read. There are some rereads I'm planning on doing this month, like the Percy Jackson series. Like, I never finished it. I think I got stuck or like finished book 4. I'm gonna have to look back on my channel to see. But yes, book 4 is where I think I left off. Definitely left off. So I'm gonna finish that series up. And then like this year has been the year of finishing less books, but starting a whole lot of books. Like, I started Amari and the Night Brothers, the second book, child. And no, I think the second book is called Amari and the Great Game, child. I started it, didn't finish it, but I have it checked out so I can like finish it. Then that's the best part of the library, you know, you realize how much money that you saved. But what else? There's a few books that I read in my childhood that I wanted to get to, like this one scary book that I really wanted to get to, like I think it's called The Goblin King, child. Once I show you this, and I really want to do more vlogs, but I'll probably just do like bi-weekly wrap-ups, because like, honey, I'm not about to, I don't know how y'all condense your stuff, okay? But yeah, I really want to get to that book. Then there's a few new books that came out this year that I wanted to, you know, read and get to. Some nonfiction. Like, there's actually one nonfiction that I'm actually interested in. It's called Like, Comment, and Subscribe. I actually started it, but I had to return it, but I checked it back out today. And it's about the rise of YouTube. And since I've always been part of YouTube, like do you remember back when they had the 5-star? Now, I wasn't around when you could, like, you know, do the video response, like literally go into the comments and do a video response. I wasn't around back then, but I definitely was around when they had the 5 stars and copyright wasn't a thing. Honey, the struggle bus, honey, of watching Naruto on YouTube was a whole thing. And that's how, in fact, because of YouTube is how I discovered fan fiction, because they used to have fan videos, which I'm gonna have to do a whole, I don't know, chit chat about that, because like that was a whole era. In fact, I still have some of them saved, like, and I will rewatch some of my favorites. Like, that was the shit. Okay, every episode I would come back from school waiting for the next episode, like when she's gonna upload. Like, it was a whole thing. Anyways, and with that being said, YouTube, when it comes for library books, my plan this month is at least to finish at least a good 10. I'm gonna try to reach for it, because mangas, I feel like it's gonna be easy, but like 10 books, because like I wanted to read a little bit more YA, some more high fantasy books this year, because I didn't get to most of it last year, and definitely some more nonfiction. So I think the other book that I just mentioned, Like, Comment, and Subscribe, that book is a good start, because already like the first page had my attention when it compared Frankenstein quote to Jake Paul and what he said at the Forest of Death situation. I was like, oh, we said in a tone. Like, already it grabbed my attention. So I just need to and like I was already within like the first 2, it brought back some certain memories. Like even like the introduction, I completely forgot all about the whole mass shooter in New Zealand who said subscribe to PewDiePie. I cannot believe I forgot about that. How could I forget? That was a whole, honey. That maybe have to be another discussion for another time. What the fuck was that shit? Like, anyways, so that is a nice start for nonfiction, because already I'm interested, because I'm into YouTube. I've been onto YouTube for a long time. Okay, then there's the Natural Hair Twisted that I've always been keep checking out, but like, it's such a short read. I just need to finish reading that stuff, and I'm wanting to read some more I hate the term urban fiction, you know, because like there's certain books I checked out but I hadn't got the chance to. And like for example, what was it, One Night Stand, and it's not what you think. It's actually about a group of girls who was part of the singing group. Think of the Destiny's Child, but like with more drama. And actually, what's a better, who are they? Jesus Christ. You know, with Candy, Tiny, you know what's going on right now with you know, oh my goodness, that group, okay, with Candy, the twins, no, not this, Tamika, you know, the sister who stole from her other sister, and like, you know, who wants to be a gospel singer but nobody bought her gospel album that recently came out. That group, think of that group in the book, because like One Night Stand is about, basically, I feel like that's the closest comparison, where like you have these group of girls that were once popular. Well, I don't think they were popular back then, but that's besides the point. Like, they were once popular, but now they have like different issues going on. I think one of them is a crackhead. It's not funny. One of them's a crackhead. One of them, I think, is like married. The other girl, she's trying to get back into fame and fortune and everything else. But like the other one, she's kind of still wants to have her little solo career. Because like she's the more successful out of all of them, but I guess she's trying to help her sister out. Like I legit think that it's based off of these people. Like, but I don't know how old was that book. I need to go hunt that shit down and like post it down below. But yo, that book, and like there's 2 books, but that book I really want to get into, because like that's some drama that I want to get into. Okay, but yeah, that like there's a few urban books that I want to get into. Okay, and Kindle. I need to finish what I have instead of keeping it in there for months. I'm gonna just say this: if I don't finish it by the end of the month, like I'm gonna just keep, because I'm such a mood reader, y'all. I'm just such a freaking mood reader. So I'm gonna force myself to like pick a variety of books from Kindle that fits different moods. So that way, if I get bored, I could just switch on over, and I'm not, switching through so many damn books, because this is a lot to keep track of on my like, Google Sheets. Child, I need to update that too. Honey, barely updated it. With that being said, I don't know what else. I don't know what else are my other goals. Yeah, I got the Black Prose book club. I need to read the book. What else? That's basically it. I'm sure there's a lot of readathons going on, but to be honest with you, like I'm gonna use them as as a nice guide to what I kind of want to read. And since I pretty much got the whole damn library in my freaking house, I should be able to find something. So with that being said, I think this is it. Sorry for it being a little chit-chatty, and a little bit of what I've been up to. I don't know if I should really do a whole update of what I've been reading. Child, just the thought of it is just putting dread on me. Like, I don't know how y'all be doing that quick. I think I need to watch a few of those videos so I can do a quick study of how I can just go through them fast as hell. Some of them are rereads, so it is what it is. So with that being said, bye-bye. Stay safe. Try not to run nobody over. Wish. That's a different situation. Anyways, I really gotta read a book.